Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world, the world away. We now got part 15 of Hachette Part Works build the Spitfire Mk1a. I love this build, and after the initial problems in the last like 3 or 4 episodes of the frame, we're actually continuing with a cockpit on this. We won't be doing the frame anymore. Now, if any of you are still having problems with the frame, I'm going to link a video up here. John builds iconic military models. He's done a fix for that to show you if you are having problems lining it up or it's not working properly, how to do that fix. I was going to do one myself, but there's really no point in mirroring exactly what John's done. He's done an absolutely brilliant explanatory video just showing you if you need to do that fix. Some people do have the problem, some people don't. So, but that's been solved now. So let's show you what we've got to do in this stage. Now, we don't need our screwdrivers at all in this stage because it's all sprues and glues. Sprues and glues. So we're going to be doing a lot of details together and putting these details on the cockpit that we were working on last time, which looks just like that. So quite a few details. As a matter of fact, there's almost like 6 pages of details that we've got to put on. But by the end of it, this is what that side wall of the cockpit's going to be looking like. Now, in the next stage 16, as you can see, we've got a lot more details here. We're still going to be working on that cockpit area. So we're actually building from the front to the back of the aircraft at the moment, which is quite a novelty. It's going to be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen when we get to the wings though. Obviously we've got one each side, so it's going to be interesting to see how that pans out. And remember, the plane is going to be fixed or actually completed in 100 issues. The next 20 issues, it will take you up to 120 issues, is the diorama. So there's going to be a lot to cram into 85 issues now. But without further ado, let's get cracking. So the first thing we need is this sprue here. We need the 2 bottom details, which they're labelling up as H and I. I'm going to cut the details, and once again, these are the sprue cutters I use. These sprue cutters are available in my Amazon store, which is down the bottom there somewhere. If you go over to that and click on Model Builders Emporium, you'll see these listed here, and you'll be able to get these for yourself. They're really good because, as you can see, they cut the sprue really sharp on the edge. You're not going to have to file that down at all. So we'll get this one off as well. 1. And then 2, and then quite simply all we're going to do is we're going to put these 2 pieces together, holes in this side, lugs in this side, and it's going to be going together like that. But that means that we've got to put some glue down. Now, I keep getting told off for putting the glue on the opposite side to my hand because I'm right-handed. So as you can see, look, I've put the glue on my right-handed side. Now, I don't mind telling you, it feels weird. I don't know why I like keeping the glue on the other side. It feels really strange doing this, but there we go. I hope that's made you all happy. My wish is your command. Once again, I'm using my pin vise. This is on my store as well, and I've just stuck a normal dress pin inside that. So all we're going to do is squeeze these together. Make sure they line up. Very good. Look, no seams at all on that. You can use your Tamiya cement around the outside, but as you can see, you can't see any seams at all. So that's the first detail done. Now we've got to add a detail to the top of that, which is this little pipe work here. So we're going to get that cut off. Now we want to make sure we cut this off in exactly the correct place, because it should have some tabs down the bottom that's going to enable us to push this into the top of the detail like that. Now the piece is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter what way round it goes, but they're going to go into the 2 holes at the end here. So once again, I'm just going to drop some glue into those holes. 1 there. And 1 there. And we'll push that in. And there we go, that's that piece into place. Now we've got a little bag of details here, which I'm going to open now because there are some little things in here that we're going to need for the next stage here. I'll put them to one side and just get out what I need first. So the first detail I need looks like this. It's got a little white detail on it as well. Quite a tiny piece that is. And we also need this section looking just like this. Now the instructions keep referring to it as cockpit details now, which is a shame because I'd like to tell you what some of these parts are. But I'm sure someone in the comments will be able to fill that information in for me. But as you can see, we want to hold it this way around, and we've got a little notch in there, which is going to take the notch or the lug just on the other side. I'll just fit it dryly so you can see how that's going to look. It's going to go in just like that. So we'll get this glued into place. Bit of glue just on the inside there. That's enough to hold that in. Making sure we've lined this up correctly, and then push that home. Hold it in place for a second, and as you can see, when that's in, looks like that. Now once again, we can put that to one side as well. and we need to bring over the cockpit. Now the first detail we're going to add to that, as you see, is on this coloured sprue here, and it's this box just at the end there. Now you can see why you need a good pair of sprue cutters for this, because we're going to be cutting a lot of details off here. So that's the detail we need. As you can see, we've got 2 holes in the side there. That's just going to go over the 2 lugs on the cockpit base, just there underneath the details we've already put on. So what I'll do is I'll put the glue in these holes on the detail. 1 and 2. And this is going to be going this way round. Push it into place. So it looks just like that when it's in place. Now we've got a tinier detail now of some little silver sort of like embossing on it there. So we're going to get that one cut off. God, I'm making a racket, aren't I? Things are rolling over the table. This is because everything's on the right hand side here. I'm not used to it. Now this has got a tilted end, so you've got a thicker section at the top and a thinner section at the bottom. It's the bottom, the thinner section, which is going to be pointing down. Now as you can see at the back of this, we've got a long shaped lug, which is just going to go over that long shape just there. So I'll put some glue just into this detail, just like that. Hold it in place and we'll push that home. Making sure it's straight, looking just like that. Now we're going to be taking the large black detail, so we're back to the original sprue here, looking like that. We'll cut that one off. There's going to be very little jump cuts in this one, because I want to demonstrate how it doesn't take long at all to actually take these parts off. Now this is going to be going this way round, so that the detail here is facing out. And as you can see, we've got a channel running down the middle here. That's going to follow the channel and the shape just into that panel there. So when it's in, it's going to look just like that. So when we apply glue to this, we just want to put the glue just down that central channel there. So once again, got my glue handy. I'll run that down just like that. Turn it over, and once again we'll get that put into place like that. And that's what it's looking like so far. Then we've got the large square detail, and this is the side that's going to be facing the sides where we've been putting the details already. So once again, we're going to cut that one off. 1, 2, and this is going to go into the big square area just next to where we put that piece. Now it goes in this way, so when it's in, just do a dry fit for you. It's going to look just like that. So this is being held in by 2 lips. So I'm going to put the glue directly on here. We've got 1 lip here. Holding it. Look how precise this dropper puts things on, and we've got another one just at the bottom there. So then when I put this on, oh, we've got a little one just on this side as well. So I'll touch some there as well. Don't want this falling out. So we'll put that in, and there we go. That's that detailing coming together. Now we've got a really tiny detail that was in one of those packs. It's going to go this way round. Now if you look at the bottom of this detail, we've got a little lug there, and that's going to match the rectangular lug we've just got there, facing in this direction. So I'll put some glue just into that lug there, just like that, and then we'll put this in. Now you will notice I haven't used any tweezers at the moment, and there's a reason for that, because I was trying not to. But I'll tell you now, for this piece, you're going to probably need them. So, put that on, making sure it's straight, just like that. We just want to put a drop of glue just into the hole on this downward pillar here to put that pipe into place. So I've dropped some glue in there, and that's the piping as well. Now we're supposed to be cutting this part from the frame here, but they're saying this part's incorrect. And what they've done is they put some replacement parts just on the bottom here for that one. So I'm going to take this off. This is the replacement part here. I'm not quite sure what the difference is, so I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued to see what the difference is between these 2 details. So just having a look at it, can't see a difference on that side, and I can't see a difference on that side. It's strange. I don't know. I do not know. Anyway, I'm going to use the replacement part. That's what they want me to use. So I'll cut that off, one there. It has got some writing on it actually, this detail. If I get my magnifying glasses out, I'll see if I can tell you what that actually says. The detail says rudder, STBD, port and bias. So you've got starboard, port, bias and rudder. What does it say on the other one here? Port, starboard, bias. I think this one's been changed because it's slightly off centre, the writing. But there we go. So the piece that we just put in with the hose, as you can see right next to it, we've got a hole here. That's where this section's going to go. Now it doesn't say which way up it goes, just drop in some glue into there. So I am going to put it with one of these up. I've got to put it with rudder up. I'm guessing it's unable to be turned, this is, so can't be sure, but I want it to be sitting flat and in line with the part we just put in there. So that looks pretty good. Got some more details now. We've got this detail looking just like that. Now that's going to go onto this large black section here where we had the two lugs, and we've got the mirror of that, if you see, just on the bottom here, so we know what way round it goes. It's going to be going this way round, and it's going to sit in just like that. So we'll put some glue just into those lugs as well. See what I mean? Lots of sprues and lugs in this one, but it's these little tiny details which will make this model come alive big time. So once again, make sure we put it in the right way and push that home. Just holding it for a second, and there we go, that's that detail in. Now left on the first sprue we've got a detail which looks like a cog here, so we're going to cut that one off, and this detail is going to go on the lug that we can see just there. So I'll put some glue actually on this detail at the back here, just like that, and we'll affix this into place. Looking like that. Then we've got another box detail which is just going to go over these two lugs that we've got left at the bottom there. So I'll turn that over and we'll put some glue into this section here, one, and here, two, and we'll push this into place. Very good, that way round. Now the detail that we made, the second detail we made at the start, looking just like that, is actually just going to go onto this flat lug on this side just there. So I'll put some glue just to either side of that, one and two, and we can push this into place. So you can see we've got the space on that side there. Line it up, and there we go, that's that section on. We've got a small detail to go in front of the box that we did there. That's actually on this sprue, so we need to cut that one off. So one and two. Oh, sprues. It reminds me of doing the Millennium Falcon all over again. There's actually a lot on this one, isn't there? So we put one bit of glue in there, and the other side, and push that into place. So that looks like that. Then in that bag of little fiddly things, we've got one more detail left looking like that. This is going to go into the holes at the top here, and it's also going to be glued just into the notch that you can see just there. So once again, put some glue just around these lugs. One, two, and then just a little bit in there for the pipe. You've got two lugs at the back there, so we'll just put them into the holes. One, two, and then I'll use my tweezers just to line up the pipe like that, and there we go, that's that detail. You see what I mean, how fiddly it is, but it's worth it because it pays off in the end. And then the detail we did at the start, the big one here, as you can see on the back here, we've got 4 holes which I'm going to put glue on. We'll do that now and I'll show you where they go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, turn it around, and that's going to go onto the 4 lugs that you can see there. So hold that into place for a second. that's every detail that we've got in this issue, and that is fully complete. Show you on the top camera, looking just like that. That was quite enjoyable actually, and that's really come along. So there you go, that's all there is to do in that issue. I do like doing these details. Sometimes I think when I first started the Millennium Falcon and I saw loads of sprues and I just thought, but it's actually quite relaxing. I think having a sprue cutter, I was just using nail clippers back in the day, has definitely made things a lot easier. But look, I really do hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.